If you like our videos, consider checking out our Patreon. Hey everybody, Gunner Bird here. We're here with another one of the worst movies on YouTube, called a Koontz edition.
The Cult of Koontz.
So remember a couple months back or last month or whatever I said I had an email that I was going to get into, blah, blah, fucking blah.
Right.
Well, it applies to this, basically. Right, so I'll start off right fucking now. It says, I really enjoy your review on Copper Sky. Personally, I think it's one of your best reviews yet. The scenes are put in a way that even though it's critical, it makes me want to see it more if I was a regular viewer. I definitely click into viewing Copper Sky. If you build me up too much, I may not live up to the high expectations. And then there's some fucking shit about, like, you know, going back to the 90s and blah, blah, blah. That really does not have anything to do with this. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then it goes down here where it says, I'm not putting any amateurs in my movies.
Really?
These are professional people good enough to work with the best. If Matt, who is writing this email, wanted a part in a movie, I'd write a script specific for him and not just any part. Because we said about putting Matt in the movies earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And then it says, it's hard to capture a scene like the whipping scene, for instance, to get new people back and try to do it again. Well, write a different scene. Write something that you can fucking do.
Right.
It might not come across the best way possible. It didn't come across that way back in the day either.
No.
Anytime I want to make a movie, I think that this is the best I can do right now, but in the future I hope to use the stock material to do better. I respect what both y'all are saying, but I am just not putting these amateur actors in my movies.
Ron, stop lying to us, yourself, and others. Come on, man. We're not stupid, dude. We know that you film this shit by yourself half the time.
And then blah, blah, blah. It said, I'd encourage you to look at Mitch Tony's Angel for Justice. It doesn't last too long. I don't want to invest money in a short feature unless I can use stock material for a full-length movie in the future. I've viewed all of your work, and I think you're the greatest movie critics in the world.
Well,
I'd encourage other people
great.
to view your channel, or I encourage other people. I'd like to close in saying that I think it'd be a good idea to show the mob, which we did today, and just go into a rage, giving Ron Koontz a very hard time, just like Kermit did for his blah blah fucking blah.
So that's what you wanted?
Yeah, so you wanted us to do the mob, so we did the fucking mob. So let's just say it starts off with Ron kicking a hat on a stick, which we have fucking seen before.
Yes.
Right?
You're going to say that a lot.
And then it cuts to Ron, new footage of Ron, but he's talking to old footage of Dick Cheney talking about how the mob attacked him.
Investigate these people that attacked me. Try to get evidence. See if it's linked to the mob. I mean, if it's not, okay, maybe you might be right. But if you can get in connections, I feel that it'd be in my best interest to send me someplace else.
Yes.
And then we cut to a fucking dance at the VFW, which we've seen before, but the music was slightly changed.
That's what you want to call it.
And it goes on for fucking ever.
Walking in a circle.
For fucking ever.
I guess.
And then it cuts to a shooting from another movie. And we're like, oh, okay, so we're used to this. But then it goes right back to the fucking VFW dance.
Yeah.
We're like, what the flying fuck? Why did you even need to cut back to that?
A lot of this, dude, sorry, but none of this made any sense. This whole thing was just nothing made any sense. And even when Ron's sitting there an inch away from the camera talking, you can't understand a word he's saying because it's like blah, 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 blah.
And then it cuts to a shooting from another fucking movie.
Like, I know you're speaking English, I think.
And then it cuts to Ron talking to Dick again about the mob.
What you're telling me is that what it is street people, it's people promoting the hookers, it's people doing this. I don't know. But what if it's not? What if it is the mob?
And then we get to see a scene we've seen 80, 90 fucking times. We get to see Ron mumbling at fucking Wheezy next to a fucking pond.
He robbed his bank and steal again. I don't know what's right. I think he's doing a good job of saying from citizens we want to save the Wheezy and we're done.
Well, and then guess what? It cuts to the fucking scene where Wheezy's interrogating guy by taking his hand and putting it on his fucking dick.
Yeah. We need information. Information is needed now. And then he makes this face. And you're like, are you applying pressure? Because he don't seem to be uncomfortable.
Well, I guess that information led them to Canada because it cuts to a scene with fucking text over fucking skiers from another fucking movie saying that the interrogation gave information to go to Canada.
A lake or something, it's like water rushing. Yeah, so Ron goes up there and confronts Frank. And you're like, why didn't you mention the name Frank any other time before? And Frank, is he part of the mob? That mob you're talking about?
I think I way fucked up. I'm just sick of this. I don't even want to get into this. I think I got to the fucking Canada stuff way too early because it cuts to Conrad Brooks from an old movie talking about the dog eating dude's brain in here.
And I looked down, and there he was, dead. And there was a dog there. And the dog was eating his brains, lapping his blood. What a sight.
And you're like, what the fuck? What? Again, you're like, what does this have to do with what we just...
Well, Ron says he needs to trick the killer.
What we got to do is trick this man. We got to trick him into making him think that we knew more on him than we really do.
Killer? There's a killer now? I thought it was a mob.
And then we cut to Ron at a bar fighting another movie.
I just feel we need to get acquainted with each other. After all, we live in the same community.
Like, I didn't get the impression that this was a Goodfellas type mob. Like, what kind of mob?
I don't fucking know, dude. And then we cut to goddamn Kenny and Kmart Dick Cheney standing outside talking about Walter fucking Lee. Walter fucking Lee!
Well, I think that Walter Lee is a middle-aged man that's trying to keep up with the younger generation, and that could make him dangerous.
Where's Walter Lee fall into this fucking movie?
Nowhere.
Where's Conrad Brooks fall into this movie? Who is Conrad Brooks?
I don't know, but I don't even think they mentioned it in the credits either,
And then we cut to
There's
Ron.
1,000 people in this movie, there's 5 credits.
We cut to Ron from back in the day walking into the poker game that's even farther back in the fucking day. You know, that poker game that ends with fucking Junkyard punching out Sammy Fulp?
Right.
Oh, you're getting involved. The best thing you do, you big tub of guts, is go right back in there where you came from. Because you don't want to fool with me.
Don't worry about it, Mr. Bryant. I'll just call 911. I'll call the sheriff's department. I'll get them over here.
Sounds like a winner.
They'll take care of this. They'll handle it.
Well, yeah, and I love the timelines. Sometimes it takes place in 1860, sometimes it takes place in 1960.
Well, yes, we didn't get into that yet because we now cut to Ron and Junkyard in the kitchen, which we have fucking seen before, talking about, I don't fucking know, just this.
Well, whatever you want to do, but I mean, if you think you can tell handle those young punks, you can do whatever you can, but I just feel that a lot of times a man can make himself too old before his time.
Well, that's true.
But a lot of times it pays to get you 45 out.
Well, it might be, but I mean, what I'm saying is, you know, John, you know, he runs the bar, and they just can't afford to call the law down every time. It's
Well,
good.
yes.
Well, what I'm saying is good to have a man that can handle things. And, like you're capable of keeping that place in control. And you can go back, you can go fishing, do anything you want to do, but I think a man should really do what he can do best.
None of it made any sense because everything that's said in every single different scene never ties together at all.
And then, because it jumps back to fucking Ron talking to goddamn Wheezy.
I'm ready to go back to work. I mean, what I'm saying as an investigator, I take different names and become people I'm really not. So it's very little difference.
And then cuts to Ron fucking fighting a hat again.
He's great at fighting dummies and hats and shit, you know? And
Okay.
twisting on wigs and balloons.
Now this is the time where it really happens. We now cut to the information gone to Canada and the skiers and all that shit. Right? Because we cut to Ron in the snow confronting Frank, whoever the fuck Frank is.
I came for you, Frank. You know, Frank, I came a long ways after you. First time I showed compassion under the law. I thought you'd gone straight, you had a wife and a child. I thought you was happily married. Well, I got a warrant to come back. What it says that I killed your wife and left your child out in this wilderness to die. So when our kinfolk came after you, gunned them down along with the Good Samaritan neighbors. Now you go back with me, and maybe the judge, maybe he'll show mercy on you. Well, I'm sorry that it has to come down to this, Frank. Very sorry.
Never mentioned at any point.
Well, it's obviously him because Ron shoots himself in slow motion and Frank falls for fucking ever. And even after he's on the ground, it's still slow motion and we watch some snowflakes like, boo.
It was like, yeah, it reminded me of like asteroids back in the day. And you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, just stop. Just
blah, blah,
stop.
fucking blah. Ron running in the fucking snow shoots another movie.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying here, right, man? Yes, this is like 1898 now? What the flying fuck? Because sometimes it's the 60s, sometimes it's 2000, sometimes it's 1890s.
Yes, there's cowboys and Indians.
But okay, so that scene was 1890s. Now we cut to fucking modern day with Ron talking to fucking Wheezy about tightrope.
They may be wrong in what they're doing, but you shouldn't feel wrong at all in doing this. You shouldn't feel wrong at all.
Okay, what you're telling me is the tightrope people want the people out there to believe that this man is still alive. Okay?
And he mentions tightrope a thousand times.
And then we cut back to 1898 where Ron is riding his horse and gets ambushed. So there's a shootout.
Funny, none of the people on
in
top
the
of those
snow.
horses had mustaches or black hair.
Yeah.
You know,
No. And then we now get Native Americans, because those are the whitest white people ever, in 1898 being fucking harassed by people that have nothing to do with Ron's fucking movie.
No.
Native Americans being harassed by white people. No.
And then Ron's dog from the other movie comes and attacks.
Yeah. No mention of Ron's dog at any other point when he's talking to Wheezy.
Well, he cuts to Vernon and fucking him, Vernon and Wheezy talking about fucking tightrope again.
And instead of talking about that scene 1,000 times, let's just say that scene happens 1,000 times.
There's only but one guard on duty on the inside.
Okay.
The guards at the rear are green. I don't know what they'll do. They might shoot, they might not.
I don't know the identity of this killer, but somehow the tightrope people got it set up, thanks to Officer Miller, to make the killer think that I know it's identity, and so he'll be coming after me. Well, I realize I'm the target. But you, the tightrope people, are going to try to get to him before he gets to me.
And then it cuts to like a very quick second of 1898 again, and then blew back to Ron talking to Vernon and fucking Wheezy again.
Yeah, dude, there's at points where like you see a guy in Canada from another movie go to shoot something, and it cuts back to Wheezy going. What's with this? Like, you know, sometimes when he's talking, his fucking eyes say, yeah. I'm like, Greg, could you get somebody that's not mentally fucked right now?
And then it cuts to a gunfight on skis. Obviously, for now it's like 1970.
And you're like, is one of those skiers supposed to be Ron?
I don't know. Or is one supposed to be Ron, one's supposed to be Wheezy, and one's supposed to be Vernon? Because it cuts back to Ron, Wheezy, and fucking Vernon, and Vernon ain't saying shit.
Never. He just sits there like a looks like a bass, you know, chilling out the water. But like, you know what I mean? Like, there ain't no way in fuck you're getting Wheezy's fat tubble-art ass on fucking skis. You know, because those dudes were jumping on things. Well, I'm pretty sure if that bastard came down, he'd be 6 feet in the snow.
So it cuts to Ron in the snow tracking somebody because he's picking up the snow and looking at it and throwing it towards the camera and shaking his head.
Yeah, dude. Oh, speaking of shit.
Oh, no, not quite yet.
That was great.
Yes, that's coming up real soon because it cuts to Ron sitting in a bar where he shoots this guy really fucking awkwardly, just here.
He said,
bag. What the fuck?
It was a questionable bag. It was a bang.
And then he cuts to Ron outside, admiring himself in the camera. At first, he's all creepy. I'm like, oh my god, why does he look all different? Why is his eyes so white? And then he...
Like, what the fuck is that? When you're just sitting out in the woods, you're supposed to be investigating Frank, mob, whoever the fuck, I don't know, whatever this, none of it makes any sense. But then you casually, like, with crazy eyes.
Oh, then guess what happens? It cuts back to fucking Vernon and Wheezy talking about more fucking bullshit that has nothing to do with fucking any of this.
Well, Ron's talking. They just keep cutting back to them two, and Wheezy's like... And then there's the fucking Vernon just like...
Okay, my rage is starting to boil.
And this is what you wanted.
Yeah, why do you want us to do this movie?
Why do you want us to be pissed off?
Are you fucking with us? I seriously, as we're watching this, I'm going, dude, they're fucking with us.
Because there's no way you're this bad.
Well, there's no fucking way that you would want...
deluded.
It's this many fucking movies just jam together.
Yeah.
It's like, they're honestly fucking with us. They're like, here. I think they've been fucking... I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of all Ron Koontz things we find out it was a Tim and Eric fucking ploy skit thing. And we're the only people that bit. But anyway, we now get fucking text saying that Ron, with the mob hot on Ron's trail, he relocates. And I'm like, wow, this scene looks familiar. And then I see the people starting to cross the fucking field. I'm like, that's goddamn Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. Yes, I understand it's public domain, but how does Night of the Living Dead fit into this movie?
It doesn't. At all. Because they're sitting there shooting people and going, toss another one on the fire.
Well, yeah, but before we get to that scene, Ron's running through the woods. So are these people chasing Ron?
They look like
Are they chasing
figures.
the mob?
Are they the mob or are they cops? Because I saw cop cars.
But we cut to Ron in Junkyard's car getting driven from Walter Lee, like after he got out of the mental hospital.
Yeah.
What the flying fuck?
Yeah. Your movies don't make any sense. They're all jumbled crap.
And then, speaking of it, cuts to a scene from the organization.
That's because it's easier to catch a crook out of uniform. A lot of thieves and crooks wait on a law officer in uniform to leave.
They're fucking with us, dude.
They're not even movies.
They're fucking with us.
Failed vanity projects.
Well,
failed.
And then we cut back to Night of the Living Dead shooting mob zombies.
He's the dead one. Get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a barn out on the fire?
Throw him on the fire. And then fucking Ben.
They killed Ben.
I was like, dude, I swear to God, if it would have somehow cut it where Ron shot Ben,
yeah,
I would have quit. I would have been like, the call of Koontz is fucking over.
It probably will be after this. Because I'm done. Look, I'm tired of seeing the same fucking movie after, every time we watch one of your movies, it's all the same movie we've already seen. It's everything we've already seen, dude. So, I don't think you need to watch it.
It then cuts to Ron talking to Wheezy. And a lot of times when it's new Ron stuff added to these movies, it's that scene where he's sitting like this, blah, blah, blah.
Like this,
There's not even much of that. A lot of that is from other movies.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell when Ron is nowadays because he has the extremely long white hair poking out from his fucking wig.
I saw that.
So, cut to a scene from the organization.
Like, dude, just rock your real hair. We know you're...
And then we cut to Ron shooting a machine gun in another movie.
I love that shit. That was great. Like up in the creek. Okay, dude, we get it. You're old, alright? That wig doesn't hide a fucking thing. It can't hide the roadmap of pain. It can't hide the fact that your face is literally dripping off your skull.
Well, dude, he ain't as bad as Frank.
No. Nobody can be as bad as Frank, God.
So anyway, we cut to slow motion of this gunman in like a ski mask.
Ski mask. Hockey mask. Yeah. But like it's like a slow motion still, just like the...
And then it cuts to Ron talking to him. I guess he's the mob boss.
What I'm saying is the tightrope team, we don't believe in vigilante justice. That's not our policy. All I'm asking is you to go back in with me, turn yourself in. I mean, for what it is, we've got enough to indict you, but possibly not enough for the court of law to convict you.
But now you can tell it's nowadays because Ron's nose looks like Dan Aykroyd's from Nothing But Trouble.
Yeah, it looks like a giant dick on the end of it.
And they talk about, how Ron's like, you will be the king of jail.
And what I'm saying is, if I think you'll be a big man in prison, possibly old prison gangs, and rather than having to join a gang in order to survive. There's a good chance you'll get a right to and the time to write books, tell about your life story, possibly TV interviews. You could be a good crime celebrity.
Telling them all the good things they can do in jail. You could write a book about your story. Like,
well,
is that Frank? Who the fuck is that?
Does that work? Because it just cuts back to the... And credits start to fucking roll.
And you're like, so...
And of course, there's no credits for the public domain movies. You don't have Ben's fucking name on there. You don't have whoever the fuck the people from 1898 are from there.
Yeah, what about all those Native American extras and
well, you mean there's two white girls?
The two white girls that were portraying Native American.
Yeah.
And then, what about all the cowboys that obviously weren't you, the skiers that weren't you?
What about the people in the fucking car chase where you shoot the fucking machine gun?
Yeah.
Why?
And why?
No, seriously, dude. I'm coming to the conclusion. I think they're fucking with us. You're like, you guys are the greatest. Knowing that we're fucking idiots that's been fucking hanging on this hook for like over 2 fucking years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I think I'm ready to cut the line now, dude. You know what I mean? Take the hook out and swim away from this bullshit. Because all it's gonna be, it doesn't matter. Change the title, it doesn't matter. You're watching the same fucking
How many
movie.
times have we said that, and we won't fucking stop until they're done.
Well, because it's a big, giant, stupid train wreck with a goddamn black wig, and we're just following along with it because everybody loves a train wreck, you know?
Delusional.
Dude, we don't like your movies.
We did,
don't
but
encourage
we
you to
liked
make
them
more.
in an ironic kind of way, in a John DeHart kind of way. But
Right,
now that's worn off because
now you're getting ridiculous.
yeah, because you're taking old ass parts from your old ass movies, putting them together with Night of the Living Dead and westerns and all this
It's okay
fucking
to
shit.
stop. It's okay to admit that you got nothing, so just stop.
I got nothing on that note.
It's just being deluded. It's like saying it's like us thinking that one day we're going to be at Rhett and Link status.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like Jimmy Fallon, so probably not. You know.
So, yeah, anyway, for Gutter Bird, this has been another one of the worst movies on YouTube. Most likely, we will do another Koontz next week. You know what, dude? We're going to have
Next week.
Next month.
Next month. Thank
Cool.
you.
Well, wait a minute. That's Christmas time. I have to look at the calendar.
Do we have a Christmas Koontz?
Fuck no, and we ain't doing Koontzmas like we did last year. That was the dumbest thing we ever did. That was the downfall of it. That's how when we started realizing, hey, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And normal
we've seen
people,
this already.
normal people would have been like, okay, we're done, but not us. We just keep fucking rolling in and rolling in and rolling in. But yeah, dude, we're gonna have to go and do like an old one, like one of the ones that are like an hour and 43 minutes long. Ugh.
I don't want that.
I don't want that either. But anyway, done. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.